Welcome to today's devotional entitled The Midas Touch. Seek bread, not gold. I'm your host, Pastor Steve Bundi. It is easy to understand the allure of riches. Money can buy comfort, security, and luxury. But while wealth may seem like the answer to all our problems, it often comes with a hidden cost. The story of Midas is a perfect example of the dangers of riches. Midas was so blessed that everything he touched turned to gold. At first, this seemed like a wonderful gift. But eventually, Midas realized that he could no longer touch his own daughter or eat food. He was imprisoned by his own wealth. Similarly, poverty can be just as dangerous as riches. When we are struggling to make ends meet, we can be tempted to take desperate measures in order to survive. We may turn to crime or substance abuse in order to escape our situation. Both poverty and riches have their pitfalls, and it is important for us to be aware of them both. In the Lord's Prayer, Jesus teaches us to ask God for daily bread. Daily bread is a metaphor that speaks to our need for sustenance, but also points to the deeper spiritual truth that each day we require provision from God. Daily bread is a reminder of our dependence on God and of His nature as the provider. The words, "Give us this day our daily bread," also call to mind the passage in Proverbs 30 verse 8 to 9, which says, "Give me neither poverty nor riches. Feed me with the food that is needful for me, lest I be full and deny you and say, 'Who is the Lord?' or lest I be poor and steal and profane the name of my God." This scripture highlights the dangers of relying too heavily on one's own resources instead of trusting in God. When we become too comfortable in our wealth, we forget to seek God's will and direction in our lives. Alternatively, when we are struggling with poverty, we are tempted to turn away from God in search of provision. Ultimately, the words, "Give us this day our daily bread," warn us to guard against the pitfalls of both riches and poverty, and remind us to put our trust in God for our daily needs. As we submit to God and rely on Him for sustenance, we will find the security and joy that can only come from Him. "Give us this day our daily bread" is an invitation to us to come and receive all that God has promised. It is a reminder of His provision and grace, as well as an acknowledgement of our dependence on Him. Let us take these words to heart and seek the daily bread that only God can give us. Thank you for watching. You're welcome to follow me on www.prsteve.com. That is www.pastorsteve.com.